And the news of the day, are you scared about monkeypox?
No, because I'm not getting banged in my butt, so.
Welcome back to my channel. Adam Francisco here at the Student Action Summit, hosted by Charlie Kirk. I want to give a big shout out to Charlie Kirk for hosting this event. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, God bless Trump. I mean, I agree with your sign.
Oh, true?
Yeah, like I'm not here to debate you. I'm here, hey guys, Adam Francisco here, what's up? Yeah, I'm not here to debate you because I actually agree that LGBTQ does not equal pedophiles.
True.
And I feel like, so for example, on Reddit, they banned the word groomer this week.
Really?
So they don't want people describing LGBT as groomers.
That's good.
So, I mean, I think that's the issue. Is a lot of times the right wing takes it too far and says that LGBT always equals groomers.
Yeah.
It doesn't always. Like, there's a group called Gays Against Groomers. So it's like, they're not pedophiles. They're actually speaking out against it actively.
Yeah, like,
So-
I think Ariel's in there, right?
So what's the point of your sign? Like, what's your goal for being here today?
Yeah, pretty much my goal is to be, I guess, the reverse Steven Crowder, the anti-Crowder. I like the anti-Crowder. So pretty much, like, the point is that I want to talk to people, maybe change some minds, just have an open dialogue with people, because I feel like a lot of people put themselves into these, like, echo chambers. People on the left do it, people on the right do it. So I think the best way that we can, like, kind of make a positive change, I guess rhetorically amongst ourselves, is to kind of, like, connect more with each other on people on literally the opposite political spectrum side. So
Are you considering, like, yourself a lefty?
I'm not a leftist. I'm a liberal.
Okay.
A lot of leftists get mad at me for if I ever use the word leftist to describe myself.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it.
And what's your tank top say? I saw it says...
it says Black Trans Lives Matter.
Got it. Black Trans Lives Matter. Okay, cool. I mean, I see that as more of a liberal lefty type of tank top.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's very, very lib. It's
Yeah.
very left. Very much to the left.
And you didn't vote for Trump last election?
I did not vote for Trump, no.
Do you think that you'd vote for him next election?
No.
But what about the state of the country now? I mean, no one can be happy with how it's going. I don't think Biden is good for progressives either.
Yeah, Biden's pretty mid, but we need someone that can win the White House. So I don't think someone like AOC can win it. She's a little bit too left. I think
But wouldn't
Biden
that be what you wanted, though? Somebody like AOC?
I would like someone like AOC, like
Yeah.
Bernie, yeah.
But you just don't think they could win?
I don't know if they can win, like, for president at this, like, in this point, no.
And how would you feel if Trump comes back in 2024 and wins?
I don't think he'll do that.
But if it happened...
If it did happen,
Yeah.
I would not like that very much.
You'd be upset?
I'd be super upset. I'd be like, yo, this guy literally did, like, if you watch the hearings, like, this guy literally did a coup, right? Like, or at least pushed one. Like,
See, I would argue that... That's what I would argue.
I would say that there have been so many federal judges that have like conservative ones, not just liberal federal judges, but like conservative ones too, that have like oversawn cases of alleged voter fraud. So many people have like brought up cases and stuff like that. All of them have been thrown out. Like Rudy Giuliani, he'll say all this shit to the press, right? But when he's asked, hey, can you say this under oath? He backs off. Why does he back off?
Well, I'll say this. I think that if... No country has hope.
I don't know if that point is super valid because, like...
It might not be.
Yeah, people
It
like,
might not
really
be.
went to the Capitol building and everything.
I was there January 6th.
Yeah. I don't know if you went inside the Capitol or not. Don't say that on camera.
No, I didn't go inside the Capitol.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I could say on camera.
Okay.
I was at the rally,
But-
but I was a peaceful protester.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that weren't peaceful protesters.
And
Trump
they should be in trouble.
Yeah, and
If
Trump
you-
had
if-
2
I
plus
agree with that.
hours. He had 2+ hours to say something about it, to make some sort of communication, to be like, hey, don't do this. Or he could have called in the National Guard a lot sooner. He didn't.
Well, remember, he tried to, but Pelosi rejected him.
He knew. His own team was like, hey, this election, I'm going to just put this here.
It's all good.
His own team, like a lot of people in his own cabinet and team were like, hey, like this election seemed like it was pretty freaking secure. But he still kept on playing with this big lie idea. Even despite, because like, before I watched this, the hearings, right, I thought Trump actually believed it. I thought he legitimately believed it. He doesn't even believe it. He just wants to win.
I think he does believe it. I do.
I don't know which one's worse. I can't tell you which one's worse at this point.
All I know is Trump 2024. God bless Trump, and I respect you being out here supporting your voice.
Thanks so much for your time.
And I like that we had a peaceful conversation, you know?
Oh, yeah. I'm a big conversationalist.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
So who am I here with today?
UncleJam.us. Video watermark.
Very nice. And what exactly are you doing here at SAS today?
Whenever patriots gather, I like to be here to help them get excited and break up the ice and a little comic relief, a little comedy, help make America laugh again, and take our country back.
Very cool, very cool. Well, something I wanted to ask the attendees is that this particular conference was actually the subject of debate in the conservative movement last year. One of their VIP attendees was actually a porn star. I mean, this is a student event. Did you follow that drama by any chance?
No, who was a porn star?
Brandy Love. She's a conservative porn star who got a VIP ticket to this event.
Wow, yeah. Is she good looking? Hey, okay, I'm doing banter. You know. Obviously, she's a porn star. She probably is.
Yeah, she.
But looks ain't everything, is it? That's proof. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Does that change your view on Turning Point USA in any way? What do you like? Do you have any thoughts on that?
No, are you saying that Turning Point had a porn star?
One of their VIP ticket holders was a porn star, and when they found out who she really was, they kicked her out. Do you think Turning Point made the right decision there?
That I don't know, because I don't know all the details. Because, you know, obviously people have a right to change. And so you always have the bad guy image, you know, but he's come clean, you know. And so, is she still a porn star?
Yeah, she still does porn.
I can see Charlie Kirk out of principle saying, hey, you know, we attach more to family values, and so it's just not our gig, without necessarily hurting her feeling. So it could go either way, you know. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say, oh yeah! They didn't invite her to this one, but is there really a need for a porn star to be up there? I mean, who knows? She could be a false flag, like controlled opposition. So you never know.
So true.
So we don't always know, but I'm glad you guys are here, and I think Turning Point needs to keep doing what they're doing.
Now, it's unfortunate that, you know...
But I might be wrong on that. Maybe you can help me and tell me more about it.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think?
I think that since this is a student event, listen, obviously adults have the right to... I mean, I don't agree with the right, but obviously adults have the right to express themselves any way they want on the internet. But to have that at a student event, I don't really think is appropriate. I don't think that gives her the eligibility to qualify as a conservative. I think, you know, hey, if you're out there sharing adult entertainment, then what exactly are you conservative?
Oh, so they threw him out, and you think that was a good idea, but you think other people got mad that they threw her out?
There were plenty of people that got mad that they threw her out.
And what kind of people are they? Rhinos, left, or conservative, patriots, or what?
I mean, do you know Elijah Schaefer?
Heard the name.
He's a host for Blaze TV, slightly offensive. He didn't agree with the decision.
No. You're going to have disagreement among the patriots, but we all come together on the things we do agree upon, like things like that.
One last question for you, and I have to ask this because this is a Turning Point event. Are you familiar with...
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of his stuff. He's American First, but they say he has an edge because he's anti-Semitic, which he may or may not be, I don't know, but so I'm a little familiar with him.
He's not anti-Semitic. He's worked with Laura Loomer. Okay, do you consider that to be anti-Semitic?
No. In fact, I saw him at a CPAC where they wouldn't let him in and everything, and so he made a little show in the hotel lobby. I just went up to him and I went, "You, sir, are a patriot." And he thought that was funny.
All right,
Yeah,
he's based.
Shout out to you, buddy. You need to stick up for your rights, and we're going to disagree on something, but we're going to agree on some other thing. And so there might be some groups that don't want the other groups, but I got a feeling sometimes it's optics. I know Donald Trump and Roger Stone are probably pretty tight, but Roger Stone would come to Trump rally because they know the optics isn't necessarily good. It's okay for us as a family to argue now and then, and my job is to break it up, say, come on, we're family, and maybe sing a song.
Very nice. And where can we find you?
UncleJam.us, thank you for asking.
Could you
Sure, I'd be
maybe
glad
give
to.
us a little bit of a melody, if you don't mind?
What would you like standard
How
one?
about when I was at CPAC, I saw you sing God Bless America. Are you up for that?
Well, yeah.
All right.
It's not a parody, but God bless America, land that I love. I think I'll do that in there too with the acoustics. Stand beside her and guide her. No call yet, but don't tease me. I'm like, hey, cool. Yeah, I know. Oh, well, take his time. Thanks. And guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains, to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Uncle Jam, baby. Beautiful voice.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. Thank you so
All
much,
right,
sir.
thank you.
Beautiful
That was
interview.
Justin.
Okay, guys, so we just tried to go inside, but we were denied a press pass, and unfortunately they're also sold out of regular tickets. So we're going to be doing all these interviews outside and see who we can get hold of out here.
All right, so are you like a content creator or something?
Yeah, I'm a conservative Christian content creator.
Oh, cool. What's your username?
It's Morgan Ariel.
Awesome. I might have seen you before. I said to see if you look familiar.
Yeah, you've probably seen me. I have about 3 accounts. I have to go back and forth between accounts because of the censorship. So.
That's crazy. Have you been shadow banned before and like nuked?
I'm shadow banned now. I've been nuked 5 times. I've had 5 pretty large accounts taken down on TikTok, and all of my Instagrams are now censored. So.
What's your biggest account now?
My biggest account is my Instagram account, and I have 25K on there almost.
Nice. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. How do we find you there?
You guys can just follow me at It's Morgan Ariel. That's
Cool.
where I'm at.
And what brings you out to SAS today?
So, I just wanted to come out. I am actually brand new to Turning Point, and I just wanted to come out and be supportive and get around, my friends and like-minded individuals in the country. This is just an opportunity for us to get amped up together and fight against the communism that's trying to set foot in the nation.
That's right. And I think you're an example of why I like conservative women more, because let's just be honest, you're very beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And I think conservative women tend to highlight their feminine attributes more than liberal women.
Yeah,
I think liberal women have like the hairy armpits.
Oh, yeah.
And they change their gender a lot.
Yeah.
And like they want to highlight their masculine traits.
Yeah.
But men don't really like that generally. Men want feminine women like this. So that's why I think that you have a very nice look. So.
Thank you so much.
And the news of the day, are you scared about monkeypox?
No, because I'm not getting banged in my butt. So.
That is the way that it is spreading allegedly. I'm not getting banged in my butt either, but I'm not concerned about monkeypox.
Good.
Would you get the vaccine against the pox?
Never in a million years would I take anything from pharma. Big
Hell
pharma.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Awesome, guys. Well, if you want to follow her on Instagram. She's a base patriot. Support her work. And nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
So who am I here with today?
Leah.
And?
Luana.
All right. So what are you ladies doing out here today at Turning Point's SAS conference?
We're learning more about conservative values, family values, God, protecting our rights, basically. Sorry, I'm out of breath. We were just running. We don't want to get wet. I don't know. I feel like it's a really good convention for young students to get together that have different values from most people around, that they can get together and like respectfully talk about it. It's a safe place for us. And we learn more. It's a great opportunity to learn. We make great contacts here. And we have fun also. It's not just all event after event like speeches. It's also, we have fun. We make great friends all around the U.S., lifelong friends. I made 3 friends, and I've been friends with them for 3 years. It's awesome. It's an awesome opportunity.
And next in line?
It's amazing. I really have learned a lot from this. I really didn't know much about it. She brought me here. I think it's amazing what they're doing.
Okay, very nice. So what do you think Turning Point does to implement the values of God? Because this particular conference actually got itself in some trouble last year because one of their VIP attendees was actually a porn star. That doesn't actually go in line with family values. What do you think they really have done to implement the values of God when they're bringing in people like that?
Well, I didn't really know about that part, but they always have speakers that come. We always have priests. We have a whole bunch of priests that come in. I could pull out a list of how many of them are speakers that talk here. And it's not, how do you say, like implementing our values. We just talk about God. We always have our time to pray. And it's basically demonstrating that God is there for us. And it's also like our family values. Like you put your family first, you put God first, and then your values. I didn't know about the porn star situation. I don't think TBSA knew about that, or I don't know what happened there.
Well, they threw her out, so do you think they made the right decision there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think, I mean, if she did anything to like demonstrate that she was a porn star.
Well, her porn name was on her badge.
Well, maybe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't really.
So Turning Point doesn't exactly implement the values of God, and you admit that they just allow you to have that conversation.
No, I feel like implementing is a strong word. Like when people hear it, they think like, oh, they're forcing in those values like on people. And I'm not trying to say that, but they do talk about God. They do say that you should have a stronger connection to God because he's there for you, and it's I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
All right. Oh, and your
She
friend.
had to go.
Yeah, your friend is
Take the
good.
shoes off.
Oh.
Look at these American flags. God bless. God bless.
Well, I know the flag is never supposed to touch the ground, but I guess I'll make an exception.
It's not technically, it's not touching the ground. You know?
They look great. Great
Okay,
shoes.
okay,
Great shoes.
okay, that's true.
That's an all-American girl right there.
All-American girl. Thank you so much. The Stu
course.
Peters Network on Rumble is breaking
All right.
on this.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, who am I here with today?
You with Lee Won-ho, or Won-ho Lee. That's my Korean name.
Very nice, very nice. So what exactly are you doing at SAS Day? What are you doing? What are you here trying to get out of this event?
Well, it's here to show absolute support. And the problem is with America, we have too many citizens and not enough patriots.
What do you think Turning Point has done to implement the values of patriotism? Because, a porn star was led into this event last year, as a matter of fact. So what do you think they've done to implement those values?
Well, certainly, value is really based upon what Aristotle called aretios, which means the utmost value of what is of highest form of ethics. And Plato said that the true politician is being a good citizen. And being a good citizen is basically being involved in every possible way for the preservation and the security of our society and of our culture in the way of our life for all Americans.
Well, since you brought up his name, did you agree with Aristotle when he said that democracy is cringe?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. He wins in my book. Okay, very good.
Absolutely. And another thing that needs to be understood, apart from the Roman government or the government of the Greco-Roman world, we have what is called the value of the U.S. Constitution that we stand on. It is the very preamble. We the people, by the people, and for the people, form a more perfect union. Without this preamble of the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights that Alexander Hamilton expressed in the Federalist paper, that we don't have a country at all. We are then no better than a banana republic and a socialist, Marxist, communist state.
Did you agree with the very first Federalist paper when it said one of the things that makes the United States great is that we each have a common set of ancestors?
Well, absolutely.
So then you agree with would you agree with an immigration moratorium if that's the case?
Well, I tell you one thing. We have enough immigration laws on the books already as it is to begin with. The problem is enforcing the laws on the books. I'm Korean. If it wasn't for our American soldiers who fought and died in the Korean War, you honestly believe I would be standing here with you as an American, as a patriot, saying these words? I'm going to tell you something. I am also a disabled American veteran. And I was one of the very few Asian Americans that entered the armed force services back in 1975. I'm telling you right now, it's great to have immigration. We are people of immigration across this great land of ours. But we came the right way. Many came without a shirt on their back, but they came to the port of entry, and they came the right way. Not through paying coyotes and drug warlords and sex traffickers, where they're enriching their pockets, and now they're in debt to those drug warlords. It can't happen. This is what happens like in Colombia, in Venezuela, in Nicaragua, but not in the United States. No, sir.
All right, well, thank you so much. And what is your name? What is your name one last time?
Won-ho Lee.
Won-ho Lee. All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Welcome to SAS.
Hi.
Are you guys just getting here?
We've been here, but we went to change.
Oh, well, you guys look
Right.
fantastic. What's your shirt say?
Thank you. Pro-life generation.
So you're pro-life generation?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your shirt say? You just have a nice shirt on. Okay. So let's start here. Convince you why I should be pro-life in 20 seconds.
Oh gosh, I'm not good at debates.
I might
y'all.
already be pro-life though.
Okay.
So it might not be allowed to debate. Go ahead.
I don't know. That's just what I believe and what I stand for.
I'm convinced. And that's why
you're
you should be
convinced?
pro-life too, guys. Pro-life is the way to go. And what brings you out here? Why'd you come to SAS today?
I just love the atmosphere. I love meeting the people who also believe the same thing as me and being able to network with the people who might be president one day.
That's right. Now, Trump's coming to speak today, right?
Correct.
Are you excited to see him?
Absolutely. Love Trump.
Oh, hell yeah.
For sure.
Is this your first time seeing Trump speak?
Yes.
Wow, you guys are in for a
Yes.
treat.
I'm
I've seen
excited.
Trump about 15 times live,
Oh, wow.
so I've seen him many times. You guys are in for quite the treat. And then the last question of the day, monkeypox. Are you concerned?
Fox. I've never heard of that.
CNN just said today they declare a national emergency. The WHO came out and said that monkeypox is now an emergency. Are you scared of it?
I wasn't really scared of COVID, but
Yeah. No. I'm
That's
not
good.
scared.
That's good.
we'll see.
Awesome. Well, great to meet you, ladies. Thanks
Great
for
to
being here.
meet you. Thank you.
God bless you, ladies, and God bless Trump. I'm here with one of the biggest TikTok stars of the pro-life movement, Savannah. You got 100K followers on TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
And you go live to do pro-life almost every day, it seems like.
Oh, yes. I'm always somewhere triggering pro-aborts, trying to, convince people that abortion is murder because it is.
Yep.
So,
And now, have you always been pro-life, or did you have like a change of heart at some point?
yeah, I've always been pro-life. I was raised in the Catholic Church, and so I had a class when I was very young. A pro-life group came to my church and gave us these 12-week-old little fetal models that were they were different skin tones. So I picked out a little brown one, and we had to name them, and that really humanized life in the womb for me, and showing the development. And then in my senior year of high school was the first time where I ever really had to think about abortion because a friend that I had made in my math class ended up, she fell pregnant, and I, was part of the reason that convinced her to choose life. And so
She got the baby.
she did keep the baby.
So you saved a life.
Yeah.
Damn, that's awesome.
And it's so funny because now we're like, it was always him. I can't believe I ever thought, she can't believe she ever thought that way.
Of course.
And I think the little boy, he saved her life for sure because she's an amazing mother. So.
I was pro-choice for about 35 years.
Wow.
And then I had an awakening, and I realized that I was completely misguided in that when I accidentally got a girl pregnant and then she wanted the abortion, and it was the first time I said, wait a second, what about my opinion? I want the baby. And she said, no, it's my body, my choice. And I was literally like, but that's 50% my DNA, and I have the money, I have the time.
Yeah.
Don't I get a say? And she said, no, you don't have a say. And she said, I regret telling you because you were not supposed to take the pro-life side. So I was like, this whole thing is messed up, this agenda that they have.
Is.
And I've now become a pro-life, not activist like you are, but I definitely try to throw my views out when I can.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Thank you for doing what you do. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And congrats
I
on
really
Roe versus
appreciate
Wade.
it. Yes, I know.
I saw how happy you were.
It's a big win.
You thought you were going to be all smiling and happy. You were making the cry
ugly
faces.
cry
Ugly
made
cry.
the Washington Post,
That's
the New
right.
York Times, everything.
Hell
If
yeah.
you want to see an ugly picture of me, just literally go on the internet. They're all over the place.
The future's pro-life. And how do we find you on TikTok?
I'm at Savannah A. Craven on Instagram, TikTok, everything. You can find me there.
Follow her there, guys. Thank you so much. You got a job in politics now.
I do.
What do you do now?
I just finished working on the Recall Gascon campaign.
And who's that?
Who's that? He is the most horrible DA, the district attorney of Los Angeles. The most horrible DA this ever.
Is he left-leaning?
That's an understatement.
Oh, so he's a Democrat. He's like a hardcore liberal.
Oh yeah. He's funded by the worst of them.
So he likes to
GS.
catch criminals and then release them.
Yes, they get released the following day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what
We're-
brings you to SAS?
Getting involved, networking, meeting people. This is my first, I would say, big event
Wow.
for conservative politics. So
Sweet.
here I am.
And is this your first time seeing Trump speak?
It is. I saw
Wow.
him in a motorcade in Newport Beach, California. It was massive. There were so many Trump supporters there. It was super cool. But this will be my first time seeing him speak. I'm stoked.
I've seen Trump speak about 15 times.
That's incredible.
And I wasn't going to come in today, but we were given a pass somehow. My name's not Craig, it's Adam.
That's not his name.
So don't tell him, you guys. But
Don't tell Craig.
Yeah, don't tell Craig Ricks. But I'm always so excited to see Trump.
I'm so excited. I just think he's such a magnanimous speaker,
That's right.
personality, so inspiring, just like gets the crowd going. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he's an orator like nobody else. Yeah.
And where can we find you on social media if you're a social
Yeah,
girl?
sure. You can find me. Instagram is where I post most of my content, I guess you could say. sunnyrose.k. That's me, Sunny
Awesome.
Rose.
We'll see you there.
So my brother, tell me about the conversation that just happened.
Yeah, so what happened was I saw somebody with a sign that seemed to be a little bit more left-leaning, and I walked up to him to see if he was open to a conversation, and he said, yeah, let's talk about the pro-life issue. I said, sure, I'm happy to talk about it with you. And what I always like to do is trying to get to the crux of the issue. We can bring up all these distraction arguments, but what I always like to do when someone's pro-choice or pro-abortion is find out what is their cutoff and when they think life is valuable and when it's worthy of protection, right? So what he ended up saying was consciousness. So I asked him, what do you mean by consciousness? He said brain activity. So I said, why is consciousness so important to you? He said, because you can't experience things. And his argument is, if you can't experience things with consciousness, you don't deserve the right to life. And I said, scientifically, is that a definition for life, or is that your arbitrary opinion on when you think life should be protected? He said, that's my arbitrary opinion, right? So the argument is, should we base life based on an arbitrary opinion, or should we base life based on biology? What we ended up doing is actually talking about biological when life began. We talked about the embryology textbooks. We talked about the scientific studies that prove life begins at conception, and he kept circling back to consciousness. He wasn't willing to have that conversation with me. What I do appreciate about him, though, he's very respectable, he was very appreciative, and he was very calm, and he was civil. I really appreciate how calm and respectful he was, and if we had more people that are willing to do that from the pro-abortion side, I think this world would have a lot more pro-life people in it. So I hope that one day he opens his eyes to having a conversation past just consciousness and arbitrary opinion, and then he looks at the science that life begins at conception and the objective morality, regardless of your spiritual beliefs, that killing an innocent human is wrong, and abortion violently, brutally ends the life of a human being every single time.
Awesome, man. Now listen, I understand that you're a Christian. I can see the cross around your neck.
Yes.
Would you like to tie that into the pro-life issue by any chance? Is that one of the things that caused your opinion to go
Sure.
the way of pro-life?
So the only time I really ever bring Christianity into the issue of abortion is when that person outspokenly says to me they're also a Christian or a Catholic or some form of Christianity, right? Because what I do, I like to hold them accountable to their Christian beliefs. But when I'm talking to most people that are pro-abortion, most of them aren't religious, and it just isn't very effective, unfortunately. And I'm not pro-life because of my religious beliefs. I'm pro-life that because we can all agree, religious or not, killing someone is wrong, killing an innocent human is wrong unjustifiably, and you don't need to be religious to make that argument. So I encourage all pro-lifers to make this argument from a scientific and objective morality and a philosophical debate as opposed to using religion. Although there was a lot of truth to the spiritual debate, it oftentimes isn't as effective.
Right. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about the conference over here.
Sure, absolutely.
What brought you to SAS? Like, what do you like about it?
So I work for Students for Life of America. My name is Andy Sokola. I direct all of the Florida student groups, and I think this is a great movement to finally have community for young conservative people in their universities, in their high schools, in their neighborhoods. It is so hard to be outspokenly conservative, outspokenly pro-life, outspokenly pro-America, outspokenly pro-freedom. It is really hard to find that community. So I wanted to come here because I know there is going to be a ton of students who are absolutely pro-life, they're absolutely conservative, and I think it's a great way to find students who are willing to fight for life. I love everything about this conference, and I came here personally. My company paid to be here because we knew this is a great place to find students that are willing to fight for life alongside of us.
Well, what we're actually here to talk to people about is actually this conference was actually the subject of controversy in the conservative movement.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, because one of their VIP attendees was actually a porn star. Now, of course, when they found out, when they got public pressure, she was kicked out.
Sure.
Do you think Turning Point made the right decision there, and does that at all affect your opinion on this conference?
Yeah, that's a really difficult question because what it comes down to is we want to invite all people in, right? But we also don't want to say we accept certain behaviors, right? That's a difficult question. I'm not only sure what the right answer is because let's say if I'm at church, right, and I see a porn star coming to church, I don't want to kick them out of church. I want them to experience the truth and the love of God. But when it comes to this specific issue, I just don't know what her intentions were. I don't know if it was a guy or girl, actually. I don't know what her intentions were. I don't know what she planned to do. I don't know what her plans were at all. So I really don't know the answer to that. I can't say it's a right or wrong decision because I don't have the details on that. If her intention was to come here and tell everyone how awesome it is to be a porn star, then yes, I think they should have kicked her out. But to be honest, I really don't know enough details.
Her name is Brandy Love. That's not her real name.
Right.
That's her porn name.
That's her porn star name.
She had her porn name on her badge.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't condemn them for making the decision they did, but I'd like to know a little bit more about it before saying my personal opinion.
Just giving you the bottom line. Basically,
Sure.
she got the VIP ticket. She came in. She had her porn name on her badge, not her real name, so that should tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
All you got to do is look up her name on Twitter. You can
Sure.
see some explicit images. You know, hey, this is a student conference.
Yeah.
So, you know, so that's, and then basically when they got public pressure.
It's actually a good point because there are a lot of minors here, high school students that are very easily influenceable. And I can see the point of view. Maybe it's like you see these young, impressionable students with a porn star at a conference that they're maybe, you know, I can see where it can get tricky and where it may have been. It probably was the right decision to kick her out. So I can see that's a very good point you made.